Celebrity chef Roger Mooking's latest project shows off another of his artistic talents, quite a few of them. He joins us now with more on Curious Sounds, a dialogue in 3 movements. This is such an unusual book, and I love it because there's poetry, there's music, there's collaboration in this.
Yeah, there's essays. I like to look at it as like an interactive coffee table art book. And so the user, the reader, a lot of people
Or the listener
have been flipping through the book. It's like I wanted to kind of celebrate chaos with it, with Francesca. And so it's not a linear read. People finding themselves flipping because they're referencing stuff in the essays that Francesca has written that references a picture. They want to go look at the picture, and then it references a song, so then they go to the song. And so everybody's experience is just so dynamic. I love that about it.
Okay, and I love the collaboration with Francesca. I'm going to get you to pronounce her last name because I'm just going to mess it up. But she's that author of Butter, Honey, Pig Bread.
Yeah,
I always have to remember the order of that. And you championed that book on Canada Reads a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Is that how the two of you kind of meshed first?
Yeah, I was invited to be on Canada Reads, and I picked Francesca Ekwuyasi's book, Butter, Honey, Pig Bread. And I read the book, and I just thought, wow, this person is inspired and supremely gifted. I want to get to know them more. So we started chatting and asking her questions about the book, and the more I got to know her, the more I fell in love with her, and the more enamored I was with her talent. And next thing you know, I made a deal with her. I said, Francesca, if I ever write a book, I want you to edit my stories. And so I started writing these short stories to go with this whole concept, and she took me up on the offer, and boom, here we are.
Very cool. And there's a QR code in the book so that you use your phone so that you get the music.
Yeah, so there's an album that corresponds with this book called Sound Bites, and that was really the jumping off point for all of the stuff that you see. And then the visuals kind of added into it, where I've been kind of painting and doing photography for about a decade, kind of on the side just for myself. And so the visuals started playing into it, and I wanted to create this form factor of 100 words, because the concept of sound bites is to satisfy attention deficit minds that we all are.
Yes,
right?
yes. We look for sound bites all the time in our business, right? A sound bite can't be more than 15 seconds.
Yeah, well, what's interesting about that is the average human attention span now is 8.25 seconds, which is less than that of a goldfish. So I really pinned the whole concept on that, right? And so it's sound bites, it's these form factor, really short form factor stories of 100 words, and then Francesca's essays kind of contextualize everything and speak about both of our lives and creativity and what it means to us and how we came to it.
Very cool. And as I was reading some of the pieces, I read them through, and then I read them through using the QR code in the book.
Yeah,
and when you read them through, because every piece has a piece of music that it corresponds to.
Yeah.
And when I read it listening to the music, totally different experience.
It's a different experience.
It's very cool.
And so that's what I love about it. You could read the story and have one experience. You could look at the visual, have one experience. You could add the music to it and look at, it's like, when you're eating a meal, a tapas meal, and you have a bite of some steak with chimichurri, and it's one experience. Then you have a bite of some steak with some harissa, and it's a different experience. Then you have some Brussels sprouts with the chimichurri, and it's a different experience.
Whole new level. Is there anything you don't do?
Really my passion is just connecting people, so whatever ways we can do that.
Thanks for joining us. We've run out of time. Curious Sounds is the new book. Can't even call it a book, but we'll get the link up on our website, chch.com. Thank you.